Yo, this is episode 2 of Better Views, where we just try to give a better view of people we fuck with and respect. You know, Bedder-Meda, taking the eye out of media. I'm not going to lie to y'all. We had just started. I didn't hit record. This bright red button right here. And so that's my bad. Luckily, we didn't get too far, so we can get right back to it. My guy going to give me a pass because we have a legend in the building today.
Appreciate
Frank Mank LOC. I've known, full disclosure, y'all, I've known Frank a long time. Me and Frank go back. I've always, yeah, just through mutual friends and different things, you know. So, father, provider, rapper, gangster, mover, shaker, you know. the walk a little different, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I heard the song the other day. You know, I was fucking with that joint. You just played the chorus too. You know.
Yeah.
You just played the chorus. So it's Frank Mank LOC, man. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for dealing with me. We know we're recording now.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
you know, so
I definitely appreciate being here.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, it's always a pleasure to see you. Wish I got to see you more. You know, so.
Most definitely.
So yeah, you Des Moines.
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
What if you had to describe Des Moines to somebody just in a few words? What would you tell them? Hate to put you on the spot.
All right. So
No, I don't.
I'm gonna say hard workers.
Word.
Hidden talent.
I like it.
We ain't gonna act like there ain't no hate.
Oh, you don't got to throw that in there, though. Don't you think?
But overall,
Like everybody feel that way about their home city, kind of though.
Oh, yeah.
At least someone who's I've kind of had to start over a few times. You just do hear like if you've been somewhere forever, there's some hate.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like God, rest in peace, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some hate. So because I do think those. Yeah, Des Moines is what you said. It is definitely some hard workers. Definitely some hidden talent. That's what we're here for.
Most definitely.
I'm hoping to get I know so many of my friends and people I call friends that are talented as hell. I want to get on here and talk about that, tell their stories, so that, like I was telling you earlier, people can come back and check for it later.
Most definitely.
Because your biggest years are in front of you. So once you have them, they're gonna come right back here to little old Bedder-Meda and check you out. So that's why I want to do this. So I appreciate you taking the time.
For sure. Let me come.
So what side of town you from?
West side. Best side.
Yeah, Ray West was just here too.
No disrespect to the others.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ray West was just here. Shout out to the West side.
The
Shout out to
homie,
all the
most
other sides
definitely.
as well, though.
Oh yeah, most
So
definitely.
I want to get y'all on, So growing up, before you ended up outside.
Yeah.
How was life? Did you have siblings? Did you kind of grow up with some? Did y'all grow up together?
Yeah, we had a starting 5 in the house. I was the youngest out of all 5.
Word.
Moms, our step pops, we call him Jelly Roll, but Jeff, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? He was definitely one of the realest.
So he had an influence on you.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
oh yeah. I still use
Because
some of the
you're
things he taught to this
a
day.
rock solid father, so I could see.
I appreciate that.
So that came from somewhere.
When they say stepdad, he stepped up.
For sure.
That's
a big deal. Shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
So y'all in the house, kind of crazy in the house a little bit.
Oh yeah, we was wild.
Y'all loud?
Oh yeah.
Was y'all loud?
Loud, wild. Ooh, if mom's going, it's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we was definitely.
Anybody ever tell? Any one of y'all that kind of like, I'm just telling mom, yo.
I used to get blamed for shit I didn't even do. It's crazy.
That's how it be though, because it rolled downhill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the little brother gonna catch all that.
Yeah, I had to take the licks. It is what it is.
For sure. So did y'all play sports?
We play baseball.
All of you?
Me. And,
Baseball's usually hard because you need so many people.
Yeah, we had like little league team. But
Fire.
no, actually on the team we played baseball. But no, outside we played everything. Kickball, football.
Word.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Football was always fun. Just back in the day, just hitting each other.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love that shit.
We played everything. But for all of us together, kickball probably was our thing. In the middle of the street, we used to have a ball.
For sure. So you went to school on the west side?
Oh yeah, started off at Edmonds Academy of Fine Arts, right by Oak Ridge. It was.
That sound pretty snazzy.
It was. Yeah, we had a lot of stuff, but it's still the hood.
Gotcha.
It was fun though. I wouldn't change it. And then from there, I went to South Side and going to Riverwoods. And then from there, from there I went to Moton, my bad. And then from Moton, I went to Riverwoods. That's all elementary.
Where?
And then I might as well just go through the schools.
Yeah, yes. Try to speak into the mic a little bit more, too, or move it closer to you, whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
It'll help for sure.
And then from there, I went to Weeks. And then from Weeks, I went to Meredith. And from Meredith, I went to Callanan.
Sheesh.
Callanan to Roosevelt.
Was you getting kicked out of school?
There's a lot of fights going on in between there. I'm definitely a rebel at times. I know my brother probably ain't like it too much. We had to keep changing schools, but we made it.
So you're a troublemaker. Were you all troublemakers?
Not necessarily a troublemaker, but
a trouble finisher.
I'm not going for it. Yeah,
and I'm not going for it. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. So, and there was some stuff to go for.
Oh yeah,
that you said I'm not going for.
Plenty.
Got it.
Plenty
So that would lead you into situations looking like you was a wild boy.
Turning into something like a bully's bully. I ain't like people messing with people, and I ain't care to get caught.
So, obviously, you have like affiliations. You've lived out. You've been outside. But when you were still in school, was you mixing kind of being off the porch and still being in school?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, so you got outside early then.
Yeah.
So while you were wilding out at school, was you cool outside, or was you like, a bully's bully outside too?
Oh no, yeah, it was definitely that was
what
just
it was?
my character. I didn't like weird energy. Don't mess with people that can't defend themselves, or you just gonna beat up. That always bothered me.
For sure.
So yeah.
And did you make it all the way through school?
Yep. Graduated in 2009.
But was outside for a portion of that?
Oh yeah.
That's good. Well, not sometimes the streets can, can get to you early. Yeah. So you did graduate.
You made it through though.
I ended up having to get my GED. So
true.
So you graduated.
Yes. Sir.
From what high school?
Graduated from Hoover.
Got you.
Yeah. Got you. Husky Dogs. No time out.
Did you play sports in high school?
I started football, but we was so trash. I ended up just lifting weights with them.
Yeah, you be swole sometimes. Pause.
Yeah.
I said sometimes. I've known you a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've known you for a long time. Dude, but so I'm assuming you was back then you was.
See, with the working out, my uncle always had us working out, boxing, and all that at a young age whenever we went to visit him. Shout out to Steve Shade. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Heavenly Holland, if y'all don't know, that's him. He do that.
Word.
Yeah. He definitely had us on our toes.
So you got busy.
Oh yeah.
Got you. But still made it through school.
Had to. Mom wasn't playing.
So, okay. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
So, and then you get out of school. Yeah. Was you rapping in high school?
Yeah.
So when did you get the moniker? Like, when did you become like Frank Mank LOC? I'm sure you say that it's probably tied to something, but when did you become that?
See, now Frank Mank, that was since birth. His family give that to me because Mank rhymed with Frank.
Got it.
Got
it.
The LOC. When you
my white ass nickname was sad. I won't even say it. I'll probably say it like on episode 144, but it's so sad. It make me look so corny. I gotta wait. I gotta hold on to this image for a little bit.
You gotta let it build up.
Yeah. So they called you Frank Mank, and you was always that.
Yeah, for the most part, Mank. Yeah. And then the older you get, the more you do, your names be given to you, and that LOC was part of a family. Midwest rolling.
Got it. And then was you rapping at that time?
I was in and out messing with it, but I wasn't really taking it serious. No, it was just freestyling every now and then with the homies.
And then when you started rapping, you just took the name that you had from the streets.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Got you.
And then left the streets alone.
No. Should we got to put out a disclaimer? I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you because this show is about you. And I'm just happy you're here. But as I do stuff, I'll also talk about myself more, But I think about that all the time, like. But I know better. I know it's cool.
No.
Like I know it's cool, but I'm still like a little like, man. Like sometimes I be thinking I want to tell a story or something. I'm like, so no, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, for the most
part. Father,
I was,
got it. Definitely not. But But people gonna want to know who you are.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
honestly,
No, we
people
definitely
know
had
who
our
you
little-
are, right? That's what
yeah.
we already talked about that. So
Most stuff. Yeah, we
yeah,
definitely
no,
had
that
our
that
little,
that's funny. So you got the name,
yeah.
and then so you were when age was that? What because you said you weren't rapping yet. So when did you like kind of really start taking rap serious?
Like actual serious, I say
Serious is relative, but you know what I mean. When you was like, okay, I'm nice.
All right. I'm gonna keep it a band. A lot of my first shit I feel like was trash, just
Fair
because
enough.
it was just having fun, just saying whatever type shit. But when I really got to really writing, I would say probably late teenage years.
18 or something like that.
Yeah, but I really
Was you-
wasn't.
so you was out of
dropping
high school?
that. Yeah.
You was out of high school.
Yeah, but I started like recording actually in the booth probably in 10th grade. It's just like I said, shit was trash.
So what was your inspirations back then? Well, hold on. Actually, what music were you hearing growing up in your household?
Growing up, let me see.
Because like I heard like a bunch of classic rock or whatever, back in
Okay.
the day. So people assume that hip hop is my biggest influence, which it's close. But
Okay.
obviously I heard so much classic rock growing up. That's also a big part of my influence. So what was you hearing when you was kind of growing up?
It would be a lot of R&B in my mom's side. Excuse me. A lot of R&B, old school, gospel, and then with my step-pops, we was still in the crib. He had like old school, like Clarence Carter. It's like old school, but he's like dirty old school. So we had a little bit of that.
Gotcha.
And then my pops, my biological pops, when we was around him, it'd be like pop.
Okay, so you had a little bit of everything.
MJG, yeah, a little bit.
And
of everything.
did those artists stick with you?
Oh yeah. And then personally, some of my favorites growing up, probably different from a lot. I like Luda. It was one of my favorites.
I always say I think Luda is slept on.
Yeah, he was.
He's probably in my top 10 for sure, but I think he should be in more people's conversation.
Yeah.
Luda gets busy. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear
He's
that
a
for
dog.
sure.
I would say Luda, Tech Nine, Nate Dogg, Snoop. And
You have a Nate Dogg sound to you for sure.
appreciate. And then a little bit older, I would throw Zero in there too. He's one of my favorites.
A lot of
I feel
people
like
liked him.
them influence.
Yeah, I
my
went and
music
tried to
type.
check him out later.
Oh yeah, he's a dog.
He was cool. He was cool for sure.
He's definitely a dog.
And I like Texas anyway.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Can't go wrong with 8-Ball MJG or UGK. They
yeah.
dogs.
I actually really liked Chameleon Air back in the
spit.
day.
He
Yeah.
definitely spit.
And I was a
He
big Bun
slept
B
on.
fan.
I feel like he slept on.
Yeah, I was a big Bun B fan too.
Yeah.
So
I love the South.
I can see that.
West Coast, East Coast. I like everything. As long as it's good music, I feel like
Yeah, I
I
can
can
see
adapt with anything that sound good to me.
Yeah, you have a different sound yourself too.
Appreciate
sure. So you're out of high school.
Yeah.
You're starting to take music serious.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well, there was still some more street things involved. Yeah, we had some rumbles, some shootouts, some losing people, all kind of. Life was lifing.
For sure. What about your brothers?
My oldest brother, he is in Atlanta. He been there for a while. He always been like 10 years advanced. He
sure.
been on top of this shit since he was a kid. Like he used to sell candy, like when he was little. Like he been on top of hustler. Definitely an influence, inspiration. Jay Shade, if y'all don't know, he is definitely making moves back here in Des Moines for a long time, and he ain't never stopped. Now he's doing his radio thing in Atlanta.
Fire.
Shout out to
Shout out to him.
So yeah, and then my sisters, they doing their thing. Sisters growing up.
So that's what I'm saying. When you was
Handling
like
their business.
outside for real, was that just you or?
Me and my
Because
brother.
that's tough on the family. At the end of the day, on the moms, and that's tough.
Yeah, for the most.
And not even in your situation.
Yeah.
That's tough, So was it just you or?
Me and my brother older than me, right above me, and then our cousins was out for real. But then when it actually got to, I would say I was by myself for the most part with some of the extracurricular activities.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. But you know,
But,
we always
but
had
were you
close-knit
rapping
cousins.
during this time?
I was in and out, in and out.
And when did you have your first child?
21.
Okay, so I'm guessing 18 to 21, like when you got out of high school
It was
till your first child
It was wild.
was probably pretty wild, right?
Yeah, it was definitely wild. It was 16 to 21 was wild.
Well, yeah, but you got through school at least.
yeah.
I'm guessing it escalated a little more when you didn't have to go to school
Oh yeah.
because you were just outside.
But then, you know, the way we carried ourselves, it was like most of the beef wasn't really ours. It's always be like defending somebody type, like, you know, didn't like bullies.
You've said that a few times.
I still don't like
Are you
bullies.
some kind of superhero?
Not at all.
Just saying, man. You've said that a few times.
I just don't like bullies.
No, I dig it. I've been bullied shit, so I dig it.
Shit, me too. They tried
That's
it.
what I'm saying. And I talk about all that shit. I'm not afraid to
Yeah.
all the ups and downs because I did some bullying.
Oh yeah, I used
You
to
know
be
what I'm saying? I did
short,
some
little-
bullying.
little
I
fat.
did, and I got moved around. So
Yeah, I got
for sure.
tried.
So luckily, you survived. You have your first kid.
Yeah,
I'm guessing your life doesn't change overnight.
No, but it changes.
No, yeah, it does. So let me frame that. I can only speak for me. Like I still was
That
when I first
Most
had Melody.
definitely.
I went to prison
straight up.
for the last time after Melody was born. So I learned from that.
Yeah.
So I said I'm never going to be away from her again. So I was obviously still wilding, is what I'm saying. I can only speak for me.
Oh,
so
no,
my life
yeah.
changed,
I was still,
but it
adapting.
didn't.
Yeah.
I was still risking,
Yeah,
because there was another change that came where I was never going to do that again.
straight up.
I'm assuming you had somewhat of the same experience.
Most
Like, unless you have to. I'll protect my loved ones.
Oh, yeah.
I'd protect my friends. I would protect the safety of the people around me.
Most
But
definitely.
beyond that, like, I'm not going to be,
Definitely looking like different.
I honestly, keep it real with you, I don't even care about marijuana that much anymore.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the police, I've been pulled over, like, yo, bro, I smoke every day because it's a small town out here.
Straight up.
Like, you know that. Like, so I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I'm not like, it's life.
Straight up.
So I understand there's a little bit of risk with that, but honestly, I'm gonna be more mad at this point about losing my butt. So I say that to say I'm not gonna do anything to really risk my freedom.
Straight like that.
Because Melody needs me.
Most definitely.
So, but there was a time before that. So, when you first had your kid, you were still
transitioning. Most
yeah.
definitely.
So, did you kind of settle down at first? What did you try to have a life at first,
I
or
tried to do the whole marriage thing, the whole just me and you against the world.
That's what we do with our first
kid.
That's what I did too, and and we know how that turned out. So like, I mean, it is what it is. But so okay, but are you rapping yet? So now you have your first kid.
I am,
and you're kind of taking rap a little more serious.
I am, most definitely am.
And did you create? So you have a rap group?
We are,
or
at the time
a street team. What is? How would you?
Our team was Slang Gang ENT.
Got it.
It's like we make it, you take it. The things we say is the slang. You know what I'm talking about?
Got you.
That's
Fuck with
of
it.
You know what
Fuck
I'm
with
talking about? And then that was our cousins. It's all family for the most part. Whatever we do, we Slang Gang. They really thought we was a real gang at times. Like,
Love
nah,
it. No,
we family.
I like authenticity, but let's not a real gang. You know what I'm saying?
No, they really did.
Just some
think
hardworking.
that.
No, I know. We just want to make sure the world know. Just some hardworking young men.
Yeah, we was doing our thing, and then transitioned to music, and then with my side, it was myself, Ace, Ivory. Shout out to my guy Ivory Brown.
Yeah,
Ace,
shout out to Ace.
and Trigger Lottie. That was my original three.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Maybe I feel like maybe I had to know that.
Yeah.
Because Ace is my guy, man.
So,
And obviously, shout out to Lottie, man.
But
got a lot of
before
love
that,
for Lottie.
it was
That's my
all
man,
the
so-
family.
Yeah, shout out to you. I hope everything is beautiful with you and yours for sure.
Oh yeah, most stuff. He family man now.
No, I love it. Shout out to Lottie, man. So.
But
So shout out to that. So okay,
but
cool.
But before then, it was me, Poop, my sister Poop G.
And shout out to Pooh. She
Shine
should have been here.
Low. Straight up. Shine Low, K-Dub, Drizzle, which is Mac Pro, LaCub. That's
Okay.
And OC, Sergio. That was
So,
our starting lineup.
So you have your first child, your rap, you have a little bit of a rap, people that are around you that are rapping,
Yeah,
you're taking
we all
music
rap.
serious. And then
Well,
life keeps lifing probably, right?
We was rapping. I feel like we had portions of taking it serious.
It's hard to do, right?
Everybody
trying to raise a kid,
they separate
trying to
ways.
manage the streets,
Oh,
all that shit is difficult.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then and then like I said, it ended up being me, Ace, and Lottie doing our thing for a quick moment.
And then so this is in your 20s.
Yes, early 2021.
Yep. So obviously you kept having children.
Yes.
So was you kind of when did you feel like you kind of made a change in your 20s as far as like what you were willing to risk? Sometime in your mid 20s? Was it in later 20s?
I still be having moments.
I know that. Listen, this is the thing. You know what I mean, though. So keep it real. So,
but I'm
yes,
gonna say
because you've already said like some shit like, oh, crash out for sure. That's worthy of it. But you also said like, but I knew better.
Yeah, I knew.
So
better.
So you made it at some point. You were like, all right, because you would have crashed.
See, and it's like with my first baby, it made me look at things differently because the way me and her mom didn't work out is like traumatizing.
No, it's the worst, bro. At least for me, it was the worst.
Like, cause to go through courts and everything, and then times you can't see your baby. When you see your baby every day, every night, you changing diapers, making bottles, like wake up, go to work, come back home to your baby, and then you just don't, and then it's over some bullshit. So yeah, it definitely hit different
for sure.
So
for sure.
I was ready to crash out in a whole different way.
Gotcha.
For real.
So throughout your 20s, life was just lifing.
Was lifing like a mother. It was rough.
For sure. Cause so then you had some more kids, right?
Yeah. New mother. And it's crazy. I had 3 children with this one, right? Shout out to baby mama number 2. I ain't saying your name because you don't get no clout off me.
Well, they might.
No, but shout out to you.
Because we are out here for the clout.
Oh, everything. But
that's the internet.
We on great terms right now. I ain't gonna bullshit.
Beautiful.
I can't be happier we're on the terms we on.
But I just know you had to go through some shit to get there. In general, though. Even street shit, all that shit. Because I can relate to a motherfucker that had to go through it. So it don't even have to be certain specifics, which it is. We all have specifics. But even outside of that, motherfuckers go through some of the same shit when you're just a dad trying to figure it out, trying to get away from the life you knew. Like some of that shit is just relatable. So I know there was specifics though too, so for sure. But sometimes I just know you was always trying to be a dad, but you was always managing the other life, which I just can relate to. Yeah, for sure. While trying to rap and shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
I feel like the music ended up being more of my release than anything, like keep me sane. So I don't.
For sure, you got it. Now that you waited, the way I'm not gonna lie, the way you just looked at me when you said, "Keep me sane," I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now that you say that, some of your music does sound kind of murderous.
Hey, look.
I'm not gonna lie. The way, like, kind of like just a, you know what I mean? Kind of some gritty kind of.
You know, sometimes you gotta, you gotta get it off.
All right,
so
you know what?
Don't
hurt nobody. Things are beautiful, you know. Well, because you made it this far.
Definitely been blessed.
You know, so that's something to be really proud of.
Oh yeah.
So, do you think that because you're really active right now?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's anything that kind of got you? Like, all right, this is the time to try to make something happen.
I recently lost my oldest boy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Appreciate
you. Yeah.
It happened back in November. My son Zayla, R.I.P.
I couldn't.
18 forever.
Love,
always.
Yeah, we want to have a moment of silence.
For sure.
Yeah. No, I love you, man.
I love
for
you
sure.
Back, always.
And so, but when I seen that, I just couldn't. I had to see you and hug you. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I will say, it did feel like you kind of felt like, okay, I have to get this out. I have to.
Oh yeah.
You know, continue on this path that I was on.
Most definitely.
And you know that's a beautiful thing, and obviously he would love that.
Most definitely.
So I can't imagine. I don't know if you want to talk about your process, or I could, or
still
I
processing.
can't. That's what I couldn't even imagine.
Definitely still processing.
But there, you have a little bit of a glow to you.
Appreciate it.
So, and that can be born maybe in that. So I just want to, at least from the outside looking in, I definitely want you to know that I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Just that you've been rapping like crazy. When I seen you at the show, you just felt good. You know, I loved it. Because we ain't getting no younger.
Straight up.
We're not getting no younger.
Sure,
you know, so, and you have your kids who need you, you know, so. So, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Yeah. So that happened. Yeah. And you never stopped making music?
No, I just took
But it did feel like there was some time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it feels like you got very active.
Oh, yeah.
So you went through this terrible tragedy.
And then I was on pause for a second.
I couldn't,
I ain't want to talk about nothing. I ain't want to look at nothing,
for sure.
Pretty much.
Don't look at me either.
Like,
yeah, I get you.
And then I'm like, I got to get back to it. Because I don't really like talking to too many people about certain things, so I got to get it off, though.
Yeah,
you know,
almost therapeutic.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So finally got back to it. The first song was Going Through It is the name of it. And it's pretty much talking about, it's after he passed, but it's not like more about him, but more so how I want to react type, you know. And from there, it opened the door to, all right, I could talk again.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
So I got to.
Because you've been talking.
Yeah, most definitely. So from there, been able to write. Got another track. I ain't got no title for it yet. I haven't finished it yet, but this is actually about him. So it's coming together. It hit different.
For sure.
Yeah, it definitely hit different.
For sure.
So, and then got some more of that off. So it was easy to get back to me.
I love that. Yeah, because it's just I could never imagine how to rebound from. I can't even possibly fathom it.
Oh, no,
so to see someone who did it,
yeah, most definitely.
You know, because like in my mind, it's like my world is over,
and it's not like it's an ending process. It's still
to me it seems beautiful. I can see
you still got to grind, but there's moments where you just like, all right, let me just chill for a second.
I hope you get all of the flowers.
No, most definitely appreciate
all of the flowers, because the music scene here is wide open. You know what I'm saying? It's a small city, but it's not tiny. You know, so I feel like the music scene's always wide open for some consistency. You know, shout out to like Ray West. That's what he does well. You know, there's just some artists who are super consistent, and it seems like that's what you're starting to do.
Oh yeah,
and I think more and more people would take notice to that.
And yeah,
you know,
speaking
if you kept
of Ray
doing
West, he definitely put me on my last few shows. Big shout out.
I can't speak highly enough of Ray West. I feel like he's gonna hear a lot of that, and he deserves it.
For real,
but he's super inspirational to me.
It's always been nothing but love.
No,
Can't
same.
Complain in any way.
You know, I will say, you know, maybe we can, you know, pat ourselves on the back a little bit or something, but you are someone like, if I run into somebody and they cool with you, I'm like, oh, it's like Ray West is that type of dude. That's the type of people I like to be cool with. Like, oh, if you cool with him, then, you know, I'm good. You know, because, you know, if someone is like solid, like, oh, then he only fucking with somebody who cool. Yeah. That's why a lot of our mutual friends we've also are super cool, you know?
For the most part. Because I still got some people I deal with that be a little shifty. Because
I'm a little naive, I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm out here, all the way out here. Like, I'm not from here.
You my family, so
I feel like everybody is.
I still rock with you somewhat, but you pussy at moments. I don't like
it. Hold on. Hold on.
I don't like it.
Hold on. As a matter of fact,
like it.
This is gonna be the perfect time. Let's take a break. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be able to transition right into, you know, you came up, you grew up, your siblings, all these things, to what you went through, to the bounce back, which is right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be able to talk about all that shit.
Oh, and all the children. I have 7 total, in case y'all didn't know. It was 7 total.
No, there's no rush here. So
I'm just saying, I feel like we jumped over that.
No. So, yeah, there's no rush. Well, because that's a... so, you know, when you brought that up,
Yeah.
I just wasn't going to be comfortable enough to do it. So
No, you good. You good.
it did.
You know,
it was such a big deal to me.
I had to shout out the rest.
No,
of
I
them,
want you to.
little
No, so
monsters.
actually, we'll get you to right here because when that happened.
Yeah.
So, and how you and so that was your second youngest.
My one that passed is my oldest from my second baby mom. See, he was 5 when I. All right, I'm gonna have to say it like this. I was with her before I had my first child.
Got you.
With my first baby mom.
Got you.
And she already had him.
Got you.
So yeah, from there, boom, we ended up getting back together.
And then you had 3 kids.
2, 3, 4. So now,
and then you have your 2 youngest.
Yeah.
Were they close at all? Did they get to spend time together?
Oh yeah, they all call him Big Brother. Everybody. Even my baby, she's looking at my necklace, brother, like still to this day, and she's just 2. So, yeah.
So that's so we definitely not rushing through that because at the start I told like, you know, I've always felt like, you know, your father journey inspired me because it's a big deal to me. That's, you know, I'll talk about mine at some point too, but it's a super big deal to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I've always been inspired by that. So there's it doesn't surprise me that at all. You know, still got a lot of life to be living, but it's starting to work out in your favor. You know, you're starting to, you know, see some of the flowers from that work. You know, being there for your kids. I love that shit. That shit is beautiful. Because I know you had a lot of work to do to get there. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, we definitely not gonna rush through that because also before that, because that terrible tragedy happened in November. So before that, you had like a small studio in your crib, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you had the house or whatever, and there was a fire, right?
Yeah.
So
2020.
So that was 2020.
Yeah.
And you ended up being displaced.
Yes, sir.
For like a year.
Yes, sir.
So what happened?
We had an electrical fire in my bathroom. It just started in between the ceiling and the roof. So
were people home?
Yeah, it was me, my sister Poop, and Lottie, and her. I believe 2 of our nephews, and then 2 of my children.
So who seen it first?
I did. I like smelt it and then like felt the heat. It was crazy. Like I went to use the bathroom and my lights wasn't working. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking I just need to pop the breaker or something.
Yeah.
Because house was old.
Yeah.
So I go in there anyway, just turn on my light and use the bathroom. And I just feel like heat just radiating. And then I look up and I just see like a black bubble, like just boiling, and you just see like snow almost.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like some movie shit for real.
No, that's descriptive.
It almost looked like just snow dropping, and I wouldn't have recognized it because I'm not thinking enough. I'm hurry up pissing in the dark type shit. So yeah, so I'm like, oh, run right to the side room. There's a room to the side. Grab the kids, tell everybody put their coats on. Everybody go outside. So we get everybody outside. Call the ambulance, or not the ambulance, call the fire truck. They come, felt like 10 hoses in the house. They sprayed every damn thing. So, yeah, my whole room was pretty much over with.
Mm. So, eventually, though, you were able to get back in there.
Yeah, ended up getting it back together.
Thank God, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely been
and got your kids there?
Yeah. And my mom actually owns the house. I know it's been a journey. Shout out to moms for still dealing with me in this house. I know she's ready to get rid of the house and me at times.
And is that where you record now?
Yep. Same spot. Yeah.
So you had to deal with that, and then obviously had the terrible tragedy of losing a son.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's kind of where you're at currently. You're still rebounding from stuff. You're still working through all that. I couldn't imagine.
Most definitely.
But you're still trying to be active.
Got to.
Right? So that's what we're going to talk about now.
Yes, sir.
Because that journey is, you know, one that a lot of people probably don't continue on.
Straight up.
Trying to follow their dreams and shit. That's what I feel like Ray, your name coming up too much now. You know, I might just start a fake beef with him. Like, but that's how he always made me made me feel too. So, you know, just inspired by the journey and kind of being able to balance still chasing your dream while working, taking care of your kids. Like that's what I'm talking about. That always like was, yeah, that just inspired me, you know. And a lot of my homies outside the city, like younger, just didn't have kids, whatever, you know. So I always kind of, as I met some people along my journey that I seen, oh, they fighting that good fight too. That shit always resonated with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm glad that you were able to kind of land on your feet.
Appreciate
you know, we all still taking punches though.
Oh yeah.
But I see you fighting back.
Got to.
I see you.
Got to.
So that's why we're here, because we're about to start getting busy.
Yeah.
And I see you got a whole bunch of music you've been putting out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been performing.
Got something dropping tomorrow.
Got something dropping tomorrow. I'm trying to get on something.
You know
what I'm saying? And you probably gonna do some more shows.
Oh yeah.
This summer.
Most definitely.
Right? So we trying to get hot this summer.
See, look back to Ray again. See, he was
nah, man.
Crazy,
I'm gonna call him after this, man. Yo,
I'm telling you, we was in talks and he's having me lined up like a whole damn near a tour, but you know that my tragedy happened, so I had to. You know,
I love Ray actually.
Reached out.
You know what? I'm gonna try to see like, yo, son, let me do a segment where if your name comes up in my interview, I can just call you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like it'd be funny, because every other interview, I feel like his name's going to come up. No, good dude. But I feel like that about you as well. So I feel like that about you as well. So I've known you a long time, you know what I mean? So, you know, but that's the type of people you want to try to associate with.
Straight up.
Like you said, not everybody, though.
Yeah.
Not everybody, though. So, you know, because sometimes you just got to, you know, some people, you just got to make a song. Sometimes you just got to say.
And got to get it off.
We're going to get to that.
Take them back to the future sometime.
We're going to get to that. So we're going to talk about all that. We're going to take a break, change the batteries in the cameras.
Yes, sir.
You know, and get ready.